Leader must know how to manage success, most importantly the failure. Every action of the leader should be transparent.
You were also very involved with India's missile program and that you earned the nickname the Missile Man of India. Could you please tell us about that experience and what were the main lessons you learned?
I learned one of the important thing in these programs, both space program, missile program, we should know how to handle not only how to handle the success, how to handle the failures. Particularly you are in the management environment, I want the young people to understand how to manage the failure. Because any task you do, you have to come across problem. Problem should not become the captain of the individual or the project chief. And the project chief should become the captain of the problems and defeat the problem and succeed. So this is what I have learned.
How did you come to become India's president? What leadership qualities do you think are needed to lead a country that is so huge, so complex, and so chaotic?
Well, I won't say chaotic. The type of order comes out of disorder, okay? This is what's happening now. I was elected as a president of India 2002-2007 through a well-structured election process. Now, the leader, not only to become the president, you need to give any political leadership or technological leadership. You have to have 6 traits one leader should have. And what are the 6 traits? Number 1, leader must have a vision. Without a vision, he will not be a leader, he or she. So leader must have a vision. The second one, leader must be able to travel into an unexplored path. Normally tendency to travel the well laid out path. But the leader, he takes a path of untraveled path. Third thing, leader must know how to manage success, most importantly the failure. Any mission he does or she does, so he has to go through some failure. They should know how to manage the failures.
Could you give us an example from your own experience about managing failure?
Well, my own experience like this, 1973, I became the project director for satellite launch vehicle program, SLV-3 it is called, to put a Rohini satellite in the orbit by 1980. So when the time came, 1979, I think it's in August, instead of satellite going the orbit, the whole rocket system went into Bay of Bengal, okay? So it was a big failure. So that day, Indian Space Research Organization Chief, Professor Satish Dhawan, there's a press conference, 7 o'clock we launched. 7:45 there's a press conference, the whole world press is there in Sririkota at launch base. So I still remember the chairman of the organization, the leader of the organization, taking the press conference. I was by his side. He said, we have failed first time we tried to attempted, and this failure really makes us to believe we have to give more technological support to my team, and they worked very hard. Definitely in a year they will succeed. So I was a mission director, I was a project director. I am responsible for the failure. And he took the responsibility of failure as a chairman of the organization, the leader of the organization. Next year, 1980, July, we succeeded. The whole nation was jubilant. There was a press conference. Professor Satish Dhawan told me, you go and take the press conference, okay? The message is, when the failure occurred, the leader of the organization owned the failure. When the success came, he gave to his team. That the best management principle I have not learned previously, any books have not taught me. I learned from that experience. Okay?
That's a beautiful story. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Next one, fourth point, leader must have courage to take decision. That's our problem today throughout the world. Leader must have a courage to take decision. Fifth one, leader should have a nobility in management. I mean, nobility in management, a big question mark. So I believe leaders should have a nobility in management. Every action of the leader should be transparent. You know what I mean? Leader should work with integrity and succeed with integrity. Leader should work with integrity and succeed with integrity. And I believe president, since you asked the question, has to be continuously in touch with the people. Rashtrapati Bhavan, where I was there, became a people's Bhavan. Instead of Rashtrapati Bhavan, it becomes People's Bhavan. And also I travel into the whole state, cutting across hill, deserts and sea. I was in touch with millions and millions of people.